These fears are holding back your business and self-expression. Because of them, you lack self-confidence, you're holding back, you're overgiving, and filling yourself with negative thoughts. I'm sure that you feel like what you have is not valuable enough. You have the imposter syndrome telling you that you're not far enough in the game to be able to share about what you want to share, that people won't care, that it's not perfect enough for them to receive value and have breakthroughs with it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the strategies that I have used to conquer my fears and tools that you can use yourself to conquer yours. I hope these tools and tips will help you overcome your fears and remind you of the confident and successful leader you're here to be. And remember, you carry the power within yourself to create and manifest whatever it is that you want in your life and in your business. My name is Renata De Mello. I'm a feminine leadership and sales mentor, and this is the place for you to align your heart and soul with selling so sales feels empowering to you. As a coach, creator, and feminine leader myself, I know the unique challenges and fears that we face in the business world. And I also know with the right tools and state of presence, we can overcome all of these fears and become highly successful leaders. Make sure to stick to the end of this video because I'm going to share how to have strong conversations that can elevate your content and your sales. So let's talk about what are the fears that are holding back your business and your self-expression. The first key fear that is stopping you from showing up in your business and being seen and being visible and having strong sales conversations is the fear of rejection. This fear is telling you that you don't belong, that you're not good enough, that you're not lovable. And so, of course, so much of our system is built with the defense mechanisms to be liked and to be taken in. We want to be part of a tribe. We want to belong to something. And the fear of rejection is telling you that if you do something, you might not belong, that you might not be liked. It's a beautiful fear. It's made to protect us, and it's stopping you from actually being the bridge that you're there to be for your clients. So what we want to come back to here is one, to remember that it's not about us. It's about the work that we're here to do. And we're just stewards of a mission fucking unstoppable. That's one of the core principles of an embodied sales leaders that we have spoken about in a different video. And so when you can really remember that it's not about me, it's about the work that I'm here to do, and I'm the vehicle of a force fucking unstoppable, you start disconnecting yourself and that experience, the outcome of that experience, from the potential of being rejected. Because the reality is that you might be accepted by some and that you might be rejected by some. We're not here to be liked by everyone, and not every client is going to hire us. So we get to develop an ease and a comfort with receiving no. The other way to also overcome this is by going on a rejection challenge. Can you allow yourself to receive as many no's as possible from people you know and strangers, so that you can start telling your nervous system that it's okay to receive no. It's okay not to be received and said yes to by everyone. It is your job to educate your nervous system and know it's okay and nothing's going to happen. And that's how we get to overcome fear of rejection. The second fear that is holding you back in your business and your self-expression is fear of failure. You're too concerned about being so perfect and showing up in a certain way. So again, you can be loved, so that you can be received, so that you can be liked. You're so concerned about the likes and the comments. Is it going to resonate with people? Who's going to answer? Who's not? What if we let go of any expectations, of any idea of what the results should look like, and allowed ourselves to just show up for the sake of showing up, for being a vehicle of that mission, for being a stewardess of that mission? And so can you just commit to being the vessel of the mission that is moving through you, knowing that if it lands or not with people, it doesn't matter, it's not up to you. Many of us here are not showing up because we think we're not giving it the value that we're giving is not good enough. And my invitation to you is to drop into the knowing that it's not up to you to know the value that you're providing to someone or not. Because just like beauty, the value of what you give, of who you be in the world, is in the eyes of the beholder. So can you stop trying to control what that value will be perceived as and just show up in your fullness? Just show up with what you have and let it all move through you. so that the people that are ready to receive you can receive you. The ones who are not, they won't. That's okay. And the ones that get to be educated along the way can start learning from you. And the last fear that is holding you back from showing up in your fullness and is holding back your business and your self-expression is the fear of being seen in your intimacy and vulnerability. So many of us are trying to show up with a level of perfection so that we can be perceived in a certain way. And what you're not letting people experience is the true you. People want to do business and work with people that they can relate to. And when you're not allowing yourself to be seen in your vulnerability, to show up in your intimacy, in what you're truly experiencing, who you are in the world, and who you be in the world, people can't get to truly know you. They want to know who is behind that service provider. They want to know who's behind the healer. They want to know who's behind the coach. They want to know that you're just like them, human, and therefore they can trust you because you're not putting on a mask. So let go of the mask and allow yourself to be seen in your intimacy, in your vulnerability, because you're also teaching people what it means to have courage, to show up with all of yourself, and that you're a fully embodied and integrated leader. You're not just that sliver of a mask that you're showing people to be when you're trying to pretend to be something, or when you're trying to hide your vulnerability from being seen. And in all of this, there's only two ways to go about it. Once you're in awareness of where you're operating from, if you're operating from fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of vulnerability, now you have two ways to choose from. Do you want to choose from fear, or do you want to choose from freedom? Because if you continue choosing from fear, that's okay. But just know that you're just staying in that comfort zone, that nothing's happening there in terms of growth, and that likely the outcome of how you're operating won't change. Now, if you're ready to choose from freedom, know it's going to taste bad. Know it's going to feel like puke. Know it's going to suck. And can you allow yourself to lean into it and do it anyways? Not from a place of force. Don't have to force and push your way through it. But can you lean into it, soften into it, and know that you can do it? Let your nervous system know that it's safe to show up. It's safe to be visible. It's safe to create. It's safe to let creation move through you. It's safe to share. Allow yourself to put a hand in your heart and one in your belly and say, it's safe. It's safe for me to feel all that I feel. It's okay. It's supposed to feel scary. You're doing something new. You're doing something that can be vulnerable, that can cause rejection, that can cause a backlash. Can you allow yourself to breathe into it and tell yourself that it's safe? It is safe for me to feel what I feel. It is safe for me to feel the fear. It's safe for me to feel like I want to puke right now. And it is safe for me to do this. And then just go and create. Watch what that does for you and how confidence suddenly starts just coming through. And what you get to do here is to start celebrating your no's, because the reality is that every no that you receive is bringing you closer to an aligned, embodied yes. Every no that somebody gives you, it's somebody that wasn't fully aligned, a client that wasn't fully ready for you, a client that you're going after from a place of scarcity, of fear. Can you allow that no be a portal to a yes? Every no that you receive and every no that you give that is not fully aligned to a fully embodied and aligned yes. And every perceived failure brings you an opportunity to grow, to do better, to get better, to master something new. So can we start looking at these moments that feel like we're sucking at something, that we're getting rejected, that we're failing, that it's not good enough? Start seeing these as the building blocks for mastery, because that's what they are. You can't get to master anything without letting yourself suck at something first, without letting yourself go through the falls of something first, unless you're inherently talented with something. But if we're building a skill, then it will suck, it will look messy, it will be weird, you will receive no's. But now we just get to let our nervous system know that it's okay. And one thing that I really want to remind you is that your fears are valid. Your fears have been there to protect you. Your fears are stories that your brain put together so that you would feel safe. However, we also get to remember that this is our primal brain, and our primal brain is here to help us survive. We're not just here to survive, we're here to thrive. And so we really get to lean in and explore these fears with just kindness and grace and fun, and let ourselves move through them. Let our bodies know that it is safe to have them and do the thing anyways, so that we can actually thrive, expand, and feel abundant, feel like we're really embodying ourselves in our leadership and doing what we're here to do. I hope exploring these fears and these tips help you overcome them and really allowing yourself to be fully expressed in your business and whatever it is that you want to do. And if any of this resonated with you and was helpful to you, subscribe to the channel. Here you'll find more content on leadership, self-expression, education on sales, and practices that you get to embody to feel like you're really tapped into, turned on to your mission and be the leader that you're here to be. And if you're ready to go further and you want to learn about how to have stronger conversations that will elevate your content and sales, click on the link below where I share about major communication skills that leaders like yourself need to learn now.